Since I was a little kid, video games have been a significant part of my life. I was introduced to them with handheld games on the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance until I transitioned to consoles when I received a PlayStation 2 for my birthday. I knew nothing about video games, let alone which genre of games to start off with, but that all changed when I visited a friend's house one day. He had dozens of games on his shelf, and as I browsed for which one we should play next, one in particular stuck out to me, and that game was Kingdom Hearts. I won't waste your time and give you a complete synopsis of the series, but for anyone who hasn't played any of the games, the series follows a young boy named Sora living on Destiny Island, along with his friends Riku, Sora's best friend, another native to the island, and Kairi, a girl who arrived to the island with no memory of her life beforehand. Bored and hungry for something new, they all agree to create a raft to begin a new life of adventure, visiting other worlds. The night before their expedition, Sora encounters a group of strange creatures called the Heartless, attacking their island. Losing his friends and home in the process, Sora awakens on a new world with a strange key-shaped weapon called the Keyblade, able to vanquish the Heartless. As he searches for his friends, he travels to various Disney worlds with his newfound companions, Donald and Goofy, who are also in search of Mickey, their missing king. Yes, you heard that right. Disney. You see, what made this game so peculiar at the time of release was the crossover of Square Enix, Squaresoft at the time, and Disney. Together they created Kingdom Hearts with no idea of how reception would be, along with an audience of gamers who also seemed interested, yet skeptical of the crossover. Fortunately, the game found an audience and went on to become one of the best-selling games of the console generation, with a total of 9 original games released thus far, also cementing itself as one of the most celebrated gaming collaborations of all time. Aside from it being my favorite series, Kingdom Hearts has taught me valuable lessons like friendship, self-sacrifice, courage, doing your best, and finding the light when lost in your own darkness. And although some of these elements were introduced in a way that's easy to swallow for everyone, the series gradually began to delve into deeper, darker territory that really showcases how the series itself has matured alongside its fans, and I can certainly appreciate that. I may sound as if I'm praising the series to high heaven, but I also think what's important is being able to recognize some of its shortcomings, which it certainly has. How the narrative is constructed is debatably one of the biggest flaws. Dialogue can be a bit cringy at times, and some of the gameplay in a few titles are less than stellar. One title in particular introduced a questionable story element that attempts to connect every single piece of plot together, but ultimately raises more questions than answers them. While I recognize these flaws, the charm of the series certainly makes up for it. After years of waiting for the conclusion, and with Kingdom Hearts 3 on the horizon coming in 2019, there's a lot of anticipation for the game, alongside a large amount of expectations from fans of the series. From the latest trailers, it appears to be shaping up to be one of the best games in the series, and although I'm fairly optimistic about its outcome, I'm also just as skeptical for certain elements of the game. The trailers do a good job of showcasing just how much it's evolved in every area, but as a gamer who focuses their attention heavily on the story, I'm a little worried about being too spoiled before it's even released. It's gone on record that all worlds will be revealed before the release of the game, the revelation of some returning characters, character fates. I can't help but be a little apprehensive that a large amount of the game won't have the same impact if I experienced it while playing the game myself. I think fans might know which parts of the newest trailer I may be referring to, but after following the series since its first game, I want nothing more than a satisfying conclusion to the long-running series, and while it's impossible to satisfy everybody, and even myself, I believe it will deliver its story the best way it can. While the current games are compiled as the Dark Seeker Saga, ending with Kingdom Hearts 3, the series has been confirmed to continue past this with Sora remaining as its protagonist. Whether that means playable or not, Sora will still have a role in future installments, and if I have to be honest, I would like to see an entirely new cast of characters introduced to this series to take the helm. That doesn't mean I wouldn't like to see Sora at all, but perhaps his role would be best served as a mentor for future Keyblade wielders. Maybe that's a stretch, but it would be nice to see some fresh faces in the series. With Kingdom Hearts 3 appearing to be venturing into more mature territory, I hope the series continues to mature, but still maintain its charm and accessibility for all. And after playing each game, I believe it's safe to say the series is aware of maintaining that balance. Just no more releasing games onto different platforms. Bringing an end to the long-running Dark Seeker saga. If you are or were ever at all interested in hopping into the series, now is the perfect time, as all the games have been released on PlayStation 4 in 2 neat bundled packages at a really good price. And if Kingdom Hearts 3 does pique your interest, you'll certainly need to experience every game before jumping into the finale. For anyone thinking of picking them up, there are links to the games down in the description for a good deal. Kingdom Hearts left a unique imprint in my life. It wasn't my first video game experience, but it was the first game that compelled me to venture further into the world of gaming. If it wasn't for Kingdom Hearts, would I be as much of a game enthusiast as I am today? Maybe not. Would I have a tattoo related to Kingdom Hearts on my body? No, but it has impacted my life enough that I decided to create a video for this series. For a piece of media to do this, no less a game, which this industry has always gotten the short end of the stick, I believe that's something worth special and worth discussing about. I know there's more than a handful of videos on this very topic, but each person experiences the same game differently, and I wanted to share my own. I'm happy for those who stuck around this far and were interested enough to listen. That about wraps up the video, but definitely not the end of the discussion. I want to hear from you guys actually. What's your favorite game and why? If you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, what do you enjoy most about it? How excited are you for Kingdom Hearts 3? Please leave your response in the comment section below. I really want to read them. As for future content, if I have to be honest, I'm not quite sure where this channel is going or what exactly I want to gain from this. I know that I want to create a space for gamers to spend time to enjoy and discuss video games, and I also know that I had a lot of fun making this and getting the opportunity to share my opinion, so I'll definitely be back with another video soon. I hope you all enjoyed my first video and are interested in possibly sticking around with me on this new YouTube journey. I'm really excited, but also really nervous where we go from here. But you know the saying, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So see you all next time.